Welcome, everyone, to this explainer. Okay, if you thought the absolute horrors of Hyosin High were behind us, well, what if I told you the zombie nightmare in All of Us Are Dead is actually far from over? We are looking at the biggest, most explosive leaks for Season 2 today. And trust me, they suggest this virus is evolving into something way, way more dangerous. Okay, let's dive into this. The massive question hanging over literally everything right now is whether our survivors are finally safe or if they're just entering a terrifying new phase. We're going to break down all the massive leaks completely flooding the internet right now. Are these reports of a highly upgraded, more dangerous virus actually real, or are they just elaborate fan theories? Let's map the whole thing out. Part 1, Escape to Seoul. A totally fresh start. So we're leaving the localized horror of the high school totally behind. The reports point to a pretty massive change in scenery. The survivors are supposedly trading the ruins of Hyosin for the bustling, huge environment of Seoul University. They're desperately trying to build a new life, right? Just trying to be normal students again. But let's be real for a second. University life is stressful enough with exams and deadlines. Adding a mutated zombie apocalypse into your course load, yeah, that's an entirely different level of anxiety. Moving on to part 2. The Hambie evolution, a totally new virus outbreak. Because, peace in this universe, it literally never lasts. The biggest leak points to a completely new outbreak, which takes us right back to some absolutely crucial Season 1 lore. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the focus on the Hambie, half zombie, half human, but crucially, and this is the kicker, keeping their human intelligence. This isn't just your standard mindless walker stumbling down a hallway. We are talking about a thinking, strategizing, infected person. I want you to just imagine this scenario for a second. A lot of fans and leaks are heavily suggesting Season 2 is going to dive much, much deeper into this Hambie evolution. So we're talking about infected people who are significantly stronger, terrifyingly faster, ruthlessly smarter, and way harder to kill. Seriously, imagine trying to barricade yourself against a horde that can actually think, communicate, and coordinate an attack against you. It's total nightmare fuel. And that brings us to a really stark realization. Think about it. In Season 1, the core strategy was basically just survival, right? Barricading doors, hiding under desks, and honestly just running away from normal zombies. But in Season 2, against these completely evolved Hambies, running away is obsolete. You simply cannot outrun something that is faster and smarter than you are. The survivors are literally going to be forced to stand their ground and actually fight back. Which brings us to Part 3, Cheong-san's shocking return. Now, I really need you to lean in for this one, because this is the exact rumor that is currently tearing the internet apart. Did he survive the explosion? Fans absolutely refuse to believe he's gone forever. If you think back to that incredibly intense explosion scene from the very end of Season 1, sharp-eyed viewers noticed something. His actual death was never clearly shown on screen. And we all know the golden rule of television, right? If there is no body, there is a massive chance they aren't actually dead. And that one little detail has sparked an absolute wildfire of theories. So the leaks are heavily suggesting he might have actually survived, but definitely not as the human we knew. The big theory is that Cheong-san returns, but he's been completely changed by the virus. Like he comes back as a Hambie with brand new evolved abilities. I want you to really imagine the impact of that. Our heroic, totally selfless Cheong-san returning infected. Which forces us to ask this incredibly dark, lingering question. If he does come back with these upgraded Hambie traits, would he actually still be the friend protecting the survivors? Or does the virus completely corrupt him, turning the ultimate protector into a totally new, absolutely terrifying threat to the very people he literally died trying to save? Moving to Part 4. Number the Bridge. A much bigger role for her. Let's shift our focus to another beloved character who is honestly perfectly positioned for this newly expanded universe. According to the leaks, because Namra already became a Hambie back in Season 1 and actually learned to navigate that reality, she might become the literal bridge between normal humans and the infected. And this brilliantly illustrates how she sits right in the middle of these two very distinct warring sides. Part 5, War of the Species. Way more than just survival. This brings us to the ultimate ripple effect of these massive leaks. The entire scale of the show is shifting right beneath our feet. If these leaks actually hold true, Season 2 is taking a massive leap in scope.
The crucial point here is that we are transitioning from mere survival, just a group of kids escaping zombies in a local high school, to an all-out global war. It's no longer just humans against mindless monsters. It is a strategic, full-scale war between humanity and a terrifying new species.
And that leaves us staring down one final, really chilling thought. Will this virus create something even worse than zombies? I mean, what could possibly come next in this evolution? Are these leaks painting the true picture of Season 2? I really want to hear what you guys think. Drop your own theories in the comments below. Let me know which of these massive leaks you think will actually hit the screen. And make sure to subscribe for more deep dive explainers just like this one.